Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Raha, Wakak A double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone, and to the bishops and elders in Connecticut, and to the high priest that taught our apostles, right? And to the brothers that's out there putting their lives on the line, teaching this truth. And this Yah Demai from the Great Millstone, Houston. And I'm gonna do a little lesson on this video that was on TikTok, and about this Jake was gifted like a 1930s Bible, Hebrew Israelite Bible, right? And got some images in here, but I'm gonna go ahead and play it and check it out.
So I got a Hebrew Israelite Bible. This was given to me. It's pretty old for the Hebrew Israelites, but it's an interesting old Bible. But I wanted to show you guys some of the things in here that I thought was interesting. This is interesting that I thought these pictures are in this Bible. They're all through it. There's also like Esther and the Queen. What else? There's also like UFOs in here. I'm trying to find the UFO one. Give me 1 second. It's going to pop up. It's where Moses is. So I got to get into the Exodus somewhere. Let's see what other images it has in here. But it is quite racist, though. At the end, let me show you this. At the end, it gets a little mild. It gets a little mild racism. I'll show you. Let me see if I can get to. Trying to find where it was like it clearly was like showing something crazy about America, but I'm not sure where it might be. This is very old and I don't want to ruin it. Yeah, there's a UFO in here. I just wanted to say, an America destroyed forever. Do you see this? New Jerusalem with UFOs. This is y'all book. This is the Hebrew Israelite. The Dragon of the Pope. The deceit of the, like, come on, y'all. I know plenty of people of all races that are, good people, like. And yeah, so I got this, someone gave it to me, and it's in my collection now. I'm not a Hebrew Israelite. I'm a Trinitarian Christian, a true, original, foundational Christian from the, earliest church fathers. So I found this interesting, and I just wanted to share it with y'all.
Yeah. So that's it. But it's amazing. You got this Jake, right? He was gifted his 1930s Hebrew Israelite Bible, right? And as you can see, he's a Jake. You would think that would convince him, like, oh wow, man, that's dope. We are these people. He still want to be, a Christian, from the plantation Christianity. So be it. But yeah, it's amazing how he got this book. He would have that book, Unbelievable. But I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna check out some of these images. I'm gonna go back on this video and check out some of these images on here right quick. Right. And there you have it. You have the beast and Eve in the garden, right? It's the serpent and Eve. And you see Eve as a dark-skinned, so-called end-dub, right? And you have the beast, represent, the serpent, Esau, Edom. They got him half a half man and a half serpent. Yeah. And here you have which they say they got white Cain, and it's supposed to be Abel, the dark-skinned guy that's in this, depicted. See, Slakia. Yeah, there you go. You got Cain all hairy, looking. And you got Jake with his beard and his woolly hair. And you got Esther, made queen, right? She's depicted as a dark-skinned woman on here. And then you look, you got David, you got King David with Bathsheba. See? He got his beard and the woolly fro. Bathsheba appeared to have her little woolly fro, whatever. And you got you got the Black Queen of Sheba visits King Solomon, right? She got gifts bringing to King Solomon, you know. Just to point out, a few things. You got the goat, rams, the dragon, Pope. You got just Daniel. See that? Got his beard and his woolly hair, woolly fro, a line behind him. And this the one, this is supposed to be Yahweh Shai, right? They say he hanged from a tree, but this wasn't just an actual tree, Salakia. It was a cross. Just trying to see if I'm okay. Yeah, I think he was saying this was supposed to be Moses, but he's like in Revelation with a chariot, with a so-called UFO, right? So this is either Moses or it could be John, Apostle John on the island of Patmos. But yeah, America will be destroyed forever. Because he had made that point. Is America gonna be destroyed forever? Yes, it is. So yeah. And you have the New Jerusalem, right? And that's not a city. They got it as a city. And it's going to actually be men, the elect men coming down. They're going to be the New Jerusalem, right? So, we get it. They just doing, this symbol, but it's kind of cool, though. It's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. And this might be probably predicted as Hosea right here, because they got the lack of knowledge. Destroys my people. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. So this might be Hosea right here. So yeah, man, it's pretty cool. Like I say, man, this dude unfortunately he got this. Hey, what's going on, y'all? He has this, and and he don't really believe like that. So yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get some scripts right quick. We're gonna start off in 2nd Esdras, the 6th chapter, right? Start at 27. For evil shall be put out, right, and deceit shall be quenched. For as for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth which had been so long without fruit shall be declared, right? So the truth is out here now. It's being declared. It ain't no excuse. For our people not knowing the truth. It's everywhere now. That's why things are happening how they're happening right now. The Lord is shutting he's closing the curtains. Prophecies are happening. Okay? Let's get the one and let's get this here. John 8 and the point in 32. I started at 31. John 8 and 31. Then said Yahushua to those Jews which believed on him, if ye continue in my word, right, then are ye my disciples indeed, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. And this truth should make you free. Have a you know, a clear mind of we gonna get the promises, we gonna get the kingdom of heaven, certain truths about certain things. It puts your mind at ease. It make you free, right? You know, even though we up under this captivity, man, we about to get up out of here real soon. So let's go ahead. I had the chat GBT queued up on it because I kind of like went into it. Let me see. Yeah, let's see. Let me see. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. And I put any examples in the scriptures of the appointers of Slakia. I was going to do a lesson on that. Yeah, this is right here. True images of the prophets and people of the Bible, of the Holy Bible, right? And it says that's powerful. That's a powerful question, and it is an important one. If you're asking for the true images of the prophets and people of the Bible, here's the key truth according to both scripture and historical sources. One, it has the Bible describes the Israelites as dark-skinned people, right? Many scripture shows what the ancient Israelites were people of color, similar in appearance to the other dark-skinned nations of the East and North America. And they got the scriptures, right? That we all know, Jeremiah 14 and 2, Judith mourned, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground, right? They are dark. Lamentation 4 and 8. Their visage is blacker than a coal. They are not known in the streets, right? Exodus 2 and 19. Moses was mistaken for an Egyptian, and the ancient Egyptians were dark-skinned Africans, right? Acts 21 and 37 through 39, and it reads, Paul also was mistaken for an Egyptian, meaning he resembled a dark-skinned man, And it says this number 2, descriptions of prophets, right? Of course, Solomon, Song of Solomon 1 and 5. I am black, but comely, right? And it's I'm really saying I'm dark skinned and beautiful, handsome. That's what comely goes into. O ye daughters of Jerusalem, comely goes into like beautiful. And black is the word kadar, meaning dark skin. And you got Yahushua, of course. Yahushua, Revelation 1:14 through 15. His head and his hairs were white like wool, and his feet like a fine brass, as they burnt in a furnace. And it says woolly hair and dark burns brass skin. And we know Negroes pretty much have woolly hair, When you think of wool, woolly hair, right? And it has Daniel 10, chapter 10, 5 through 6, gives a matching description. His arms and his feet like in color to polished brass, right? And it got, number 3, historical and archaeological, Salakia, archaeological, archaeological, Salakia, evidence, historical and arch, archaeological evidence. Salakia for that, man. That's a tongue twister for me. And it says ancient frescoes, meaning paintings, right? Wild paintings and artifacts from Egypt, Ethiopia, Assyria, and Babylon shows dark skinned Semitic people. We see where it should say Shemitic, right? The word Shem, dark skinned Shemitic people. That's what it should say. Early icons from the first centuries before the Renaissance, right? Also depict the prophets, apostles, and Messiah as brown to dark skinned men, right? Because we have, the Western icons, show you that. You had different, they was painting about different prophets, Paul and Peter and things like that. They try to destroy most of them, but most of them that they couldn't destroy. And Yahushua still could see some of those dark images, right? And it reads the Renaissance era Esau rulership, right? Introduced whitewash, right? Renaissance goes into new birth, to yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Renaissance. You know what? Let's go ahead and get it. We got to get it because out here, we in GMS. That's what we do. Let's get that word Renaissance. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, Renaissance. I'm just gonna go to the point. I just wanted to be sure. And it says, uh, "Be born again." I just seen it. Literally rebirth, right? Usually in a spiritual sense. See, right here. Yeah. Just wanted to make sure I was correct. Yeah, goes into rebirth. Yeah. The Renaissance era, Esau's rulership introduced whitewashed Edomite imagery fulfilling, right? Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, right? He covered the faces of the judges thereof, right? The prophets, Yahweh Shai first and foremost, you know, and the angels, they blasphemed them, put they, have them so-called white men, you know, things in that nature. And it says, number 4, and it says, what this means spiritually, the true Israelites, including prophets like Moses, Elijah, Isaiah, Jeremiah, and Yahweh Shai, were people of color, descendants of Jacob, scattered through the earth today. They got Deuteronomy the 28 chapter 64 verse. We've been scattered, you know, throughout the 4 corners of the world. We just get it right quick. Yeah, Deuteronomy 28 and 64. And Yahweh Shai shall scatter thee among all people. Right? This is in the curses. From the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. Right? So yeah, there you go. So that was a part of our curses. But yeah, that was pretty. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, that was pretty much it though. You know, just showing you the color of the prophets in the Bible. The people in the Bible was, so-called black men, so-called black people, right? But Jake, he got this Bible, man, and he still don't believe. But hey, I hope this been edifying to the point, you know. And till next time, I want to give all